it's Mama Karen, and today I am going to do a tag with you. The tag is entitled 7 Things I Need to Tell You About 2017. Several people have already done this tag, and honestly I don't know where it originated. I've forgotten, but I just wanted to jump on and share a few things with you, and there are some questions to answer, and I'm sure I'll be lengthy, so I'm going to go ahead and get started. Today is Sunday, New Year's Eve, and it's 21 degrees here and it feels like 4. The wind is blowing and it's chilly, and I haven't ventured outside today. I didn't even go to church, so I want to do this tag and get started. First question is, rate 2017 on a scale of 1 to 10, with 10 being awesome. I'd have to give it an 8. It's been a really good year for the most part. I've had some wonderful highlights. I'm just going to briefly scan through some of these. We worked on our house and our grounds, and we've upgraded. I've gained 40 subscribers this year. We've had children that have gone on college tours. We almost pulled off a surprise birthday party for my husband, but of course, being as nosy as he is, he saw all the cars and figured it out. So that was an almost surprise. I've enjoyed this kids sports games. You know, I have little grandchildren and they play basketball, soccer, baseball, and so t-ball, and so we have enjoyed going to all those. And then I have a little one in gymnastics as well. We've had some wonderful highlights. We've had some of our grandkids that have relocated, moved on to new jobs, and then some that have come back and are working closer to home now. And 2 of my older grandchildren sold the homes that they lived in, and they're now either in their new home or they're waiting to get in a new home. My grandson's going to be moving next week, and he's been waiting quite some time, so they'll be happy to all be moved. So we've had some relocations and upgrades. We had a wonderful Christmas. Everyone was together. On my side of the family, everyone was there except my oldest niece, Angie, and we very rarely see her, but it was so good to finally get everybody together. It's so hard with everybody doing their own thing and work schedules, and as you all know that have families, it's tough to get everyone together. I spent a lot of time with the kids. I've enjoyed that. I love keeping the kids. You know, as you all know, if you followed me, we have some little grandchildren that we pick up from school, and then we have one that we keep most of the time, and she's only 2.5. So we have just had so many little blessings, and that keeps us happy and joyful, and it gives us purpose. And you know, you don't realize how much they mean to you and how important it is to be needed and loved. Another highlight, which I've since broken, is I went with that diet soda for 24 days. That's pretty good for me, but now I'm back on it, but I'm way down. I'm not drinking the diet sodas that I once did. I just want to drink more water in this upcoming year, but I'm going to have to work on that. That will be a goal of mine. You know, we've had some accomplishments. You know, one of my granddaughters is in the Column Society at Ole Miss. That gives Marnie, Miss Goldberg, and I kind of a connection, because we both have children that go to school at Ole Miss, and we've talked about that from time to time. And that's been an honor, and we were able to attend that and then spend some time one-on-one with her, which we don't get to do very often, and we love that. And we have a grandson who's a senior in high school, and you know, he's the one that was on the college tours this year. You know, not only is he a good-hearted, great kid, but he's smart. He's very smart, and he's going to do something with himself. I think he'll get scholarships. He's been on the Scholar Bowl team, and he's been one of their top scorers. So I'm really proud of him. He's like I said, not only smart, but a great kid. We've had some things that have happened this year that haven't been, the best. Everybody has that in your life. We've had deaths. We've had deaths, of family members. I lost my last aunt on both sides of my family. So there is nobody left on my mother's side at all. And my dad, who is the youngest child, is the only one left on his side of the family. And he will be 94 June 10th. We're blessed to still have him. He is in the nursing home, and he's not aware of what's going on around him. Physically, he's in great health, so that's what's kept him alive all these years. But mentally, he has not recognized any of us or spoke to any of us in a number of years. And it is sad, but it's a blessing because I still have him. Okay. We had the flood of May, that it was in May, and my brother, my sister-in-law, and their son lost everything. And so they've rebuilt. They're doing well. They're in a home now, and things are coming along. So everything worked out on that. I don't know, I haven't mentioned a lot about this, but I had a few health concerns this year, and I had some chest pains, and ended up having to have a heart catheterization, and it ended up there was nothing wrong with my heart. There was no blockage or anything. So that turned out, good for me. So I was happy about that. Another low light was my little Presley ended up going to daycare for a couple of days a week. Now her parents decided to do that for socialization reasons. It wasn't to punish me, even though secretly that's what I felt like. I know I need a break from her some. I know I do. Because she's 2.5. She wants all my attention, and I can't do a lot of things around the house that just need to be done. But I sure have missed her those days. And I hope the daycare provider knows how lucky she is to have such a sweet little girl those 2 days that she goes to her. I've had some addiction issues in my family, and I've had a family member that was in rehab and he's doing well now, and I think he's been sober for 145 days, something like that. That's been a low light, but I love him so much, and he's doing so well. So please, if you're the kind of person that prays, please continue to pray for my family member, because I just want him to get stronger and healthier, because he's wonderful. Okay, let's see. Of course, Kobe was in the hospital in the summer, and no, I guess that wasn't in the summer because school was still going on. He was in the hospital, but everything turned out okay. And then I almost got scammed with all my credit cards and bank accounts, but luckily I knew something wasn't quite right, and we stopped it in the middle of that, and I got everything taken care of. So that was some of the low lights in my year. And again, I'm still going to stick with an 8 because my blessings were plentiful. I'll just tell you that. I'm very blessed. All right, favorite memory of 2017. Gosh, there's so many. It's hard to really say. I think it has to always tie back to being with my family, doing things with my family. Just the simple things of being outside in a pool with my little grandchildren and playing with them, or watching my little one in her pool with the water squirting all around her, and see the excitement in her face. It's just family. I think those are my special memories. There's not one specific, there are just so many. Question number 3. Did you change as a person in 2017, or how did being a content creator change you? I did change. At first, I was a little, not upset, but not happy because I just couldn't get any subscribers. But then I started looking at my content, and I realized that I'm basically making these videos for me to remember the things that have gone on in my life. I realized I wasn't really a true beauty vlogger. I didn't do enough of the get ready with me's, and I just didn't want to spend the time researching all the products. So really, I couldn't be angry because that really wasn't what I wanted to do. I like a little bit of it, and I'm happy to do some of it, but that's not my true calling. So I've decided, you know, I've grown by 40 subscribers this year, which I know y'all think that's nothing, and it probably isn't a great big deal, but it is to me because I've got those loyal ones. You know, I don't have a whole lot, but I've got some that loyally, every time I make a video, they comment and they encourage and support. And that's really what it's all about. And really, at the end of the day, I've decided this is for me. If you all want to watch out there in YouTube land, great. If you don't, that's okay too. You're missing out on some interesting content. Seriously. Favorite videos of 2017 and why? I guess some of my favorite were the car vlogs. Seems like I got a little more views, and those are just kind of unscheduled and unrehearsed, and you just talk. So I enjoyed those. But I think my all-time favorite one this year that I did, and very few people watched it, but is Teaching for You, the Good and the Bad. And that kind of sums up my career in teaching and education. And I felt good about that video, and I'm glad that I put it up. Alright, the one product that blew you away, number 5. I didn't have one. I just don't think any of them are just outstanding. I think a lot of them are good, and I've enjoyed a lot of them. But you know, they're just things. So I really couldn't narrow it down and pick one thing. Who or what influenced you the most in 2017? Well, I think some of the videos that talked about positivity and kindness and growing as a person, being a better listener, those videos are the ones that I probably enjoyed the most and learned the most from. Of course, I have my favorites from the beauty and the mature community, such as, of course, Mary Ellen After 60, Glitzy Fritzy. Mary, can you tell I'm wearing your necklace today? And then All That Beauty with Lori, Melissa 55, Kristen Game, Emily Noel, Susie QB, Dr. Bray, Miss Kristen 321, Little Poet, Ranelyn Napo from Hawaii, and then some of the others that really aren't so much the beauty vlogger. They are beauty vloggers to some extent, but they talk about a lot of other things. Of course, is Redhead Mare. I followed her this year. Christopher Allen, who I think, you know, he's got the best byline at the end of his videos about being kind, and I love that. And then, of course, Marnie from Miss Goldberg. We have some things in common, and I've loved her and followed her for a long time. I watch also some family vlogs, like Cullen and Katie, Ellie and Jared, Matt and Em, and that's just a few of them. I like to watch those from time to time. You know, I'm amazed by the people that make a living doing that. Gosh, is that a lot of work, and I think I'd rather get a job. I'm not into making videos that much. And another one that I've enjoyed is the Pure Living for Life, and this is about a young couple. I think it's in Idaho, maybe. I think it's Idaho, who have kind of left the corporate scene, and they were building a home from scratch and doing it as economically as possible and on their own. I enjoy watching them. Of course, none of these people, other than a couple of the ones that I mentioned, know me, but the majority of the people have no idea who I am. So those are the ones I think that have influenced me. What are you excited about in 2018? What I'm excited about in 2018 is the fact that I'm finally maturing enough that I'm starting to really rely on my faith in God. I've been a worrier my whole life. And I'm ready to let some of that go and lay that at the feet of God. Let Him take care of things, because, you know, that's how it was meant to be. I'm ready to be kinder to people. I'm ready to be a better listener. You know, I think during 2017 I had a tendency to blow up a little bit too easily, get mad, and I always want to speak my piece. And sometimes you don't need to. you'd just be way better off to be a listener, a good listener, and be an encourager to people. My opinion doesn't mean much, and really, it's time I realize that. So that is one of my goals, is to be kinder, gentler, a better listener, be more loving, be more grateful every day for the things that I have around me. I am so blessed. You know, I have no reason to ever complain about anything, because you know what? My life is great. Like Mary Ellen says, it's all good, and it really is. Let's see, what else is there? What is one word you would use to describe yourself in 2018? And the word that I want to use to describe myself for this upcoming year that is ahead of me is kinder. That's what I want. I could say, yeah, I want to lose 50 pounds, or I want to not have any credit card debt, or I want to be less angry with my husband. I want to be more satisfied with what I have. All of those things are true to a certain extent, but what I want to be is to be kinder. You know, like Christopher Allen says, kindness is free, and give it to everyone that you meet. Okay, guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you for encouraging me. Thank you for pushing the like button and commenting on some of my videos. I realize, not a great vlogger, never gonna be, but that's okay too. Thanks again. I'll see you all soon. Bye now.